Hey, what's up, YouTube? It is Friday, January 25th, 2014. You are watching Proof Weight Loss Surgery Works. I am Gary the Bypass Man. I am your Saturday vlogger. You can catch me on YouTube as the Bypass Man, or you can find me on Facebook as the Bypass Man YouTube. Welcome back. I know my videos come up late this week, and I'm sorry. Anyway. I wanted to do it, so let's see what the topic is here. The topic this week is mental game. Are you winning? What conversations do you take on most frequently inside your head? And how do you win? So let's try to take this topic seriously here. And it's a good topic, and I could probably spend a lot of time on this topic. Alright, well, the first one, are you winning? I'm going to have to say yes, I am winning. This journey is so mental right from the beginning. Just making the decision to have the surgery and then deciding, what surgery to have. I mean, what's going to work best for you. There's so many decisions to make, and a lot goes on in your head. What are you going to do? Which one are you going to take? You ask the surgeon, what do you think? And he says, well, I can't tell you. He shows you the pros and cons, and then you got to make up your own mind. And then, moving on to after you make your choice, what do you first do is your liquid diet. That's a big wake-up call when you go from eating just crap in large amounts to, hey, guess what? We're going to have 5 shakes a day, and we're going to have a couple bars, and that's all you're going to have. So to commit right off the bat and to focus to do that is mentally challenging. And those of you who have had surgery and gone through it, Those of you who have not, you will find out. But you need to focus and know that that's what you gotta do to get this ball rolling. And then go into surgery. I mean, how many people were deathly afraid of having the surgery? Not everyone's was a cool cat like me. I just showed up. Let's go. Cut me open. A lot of people have a very hard time with surgery, and I don't blame them. Everyone reacts differently to it. So keeping your head straight, heading to the hospital, that's a tough one too. But we're talking about me, and I was no problem. I was ready for it. So once I commit to something, I do it, and that's what I did. So now you're going from surgery to coming home, and you're going from eating stupid quantities of food to trying to force down an ounce of protein. Obviously when you came home, you're all liquids, but trying to get the water down and trying to get your liquid protein down, it's a big play on your mind, because you're used to doing one thing, and all of a sudden, in a matter of a day, guess what? It's all going to change, and you have to deal with it in your mind. And you've already been through all this to get to where you are. This surgery, I mean, you gotta keep your mind focused and say, hey, I did this for a reason, and you gotta tell your mind, this is what we're doing. And your mind's gonna play along. What else we got here? Then you go through all the phases of this journey, from obviously from liquid, your pre-op diet, to the surgery, then your first week of liquids, and then second week of purees, in your third week of soft foods, and you know, you get through this mentally, and you're building yourself back up to eat normally again. And then you go on. So that's hard enough to get through. And then you go on this crazy losing spree, where you're losing a pound a day. I mean, now everyone's different. I lost my first 100 pounds in the first 99 days. You know, all results are not typical. So yeah, you go to losing all this weight, and you get to about a year, and everything starts slowing down. And then you go, you know, first you're on this high because you're losing all this weight, and then all of a sudden the brakes get hit, and you get to a point where you're maybe close to goal, or you're at goal, but the brakes just kind of screech, and then you come to a sudden halt, and then you're just trying to figure out what's going on. You know, in your head, you were just losing all this weight, and then now all of a sudden it stopped. It's like, oh my God, well, what do I do now? What do I do? So, and to stay focused is difficult, because you know, you try to change things up and you don't lose anymore. You know, you might come to a realization that your body has just settled at that point. But that's probably one of the toughest parts, I think, of this journey, is when it stops. The roller coaster ride stops, and you get out of the car, and it's like, okay, this was exciting. We're losing, and all of a sudden, twiddling your thumbs. What do we do now? Maintenance? Oh, maintenance. So now you're in maintenance. Now you gotta, even though you've been through this a year, you've ate a lot of stuff, you think you got a grasp on eating, and you're in maintenance mode, and then you eat something and you get stuck. You know, at this point in the journey, you're like, what? Why? I know better, but you'll do it over and over again. Trust me. I'm over 4 years. I'll be 5 years this August, and I still get stuff stuck. I mean, there's certain things that I know, like pork. I get pork stuck all the time. That's like the biggest thing I get stuck on. And there's things that bother my tummy, like ice cream. I know I can only have a quarter cup of ice cream. No problem. I don't have dumping syndrome. I've never dumped. But if I have more than a quarter cup of ice cream, for some reason, I feel like poo. And I don't like feeling like poo. So I overeat the ice cream, and I feel like poo, and I will talk to myself, and then sooner or later maybe I'll get it. But to keep your head on straight, and it's not an easy thing to do. It's even after even going into maintenance, it's a continual learning journey. You will always continue to learn, and your body will tell you what it likes and what it doesn't like, and keeps it interesting. All right, the second question was what conversations do you take on most frequently inside your head? Probably the biggest one that I have is, why did you eat that? You know it's no good for you, or you know your body doesn't like it. Example, the ice cream. Had too much. Why did you eat that? But you'll do it again and again. You know, it's a continual learning journey. And you know, you think the surgery, it has anything to do with fixing your brain, and we all know it doesn't. Your brain is still whacked out the way you were before, when you were just a constant overeater and gaining all this weight. So it's a big mental game to get your mind to refocus on your new eating habits, I would say. So the last one is, how do you win? I win by pushing myself every day to follow the rules. the core rules, which are pretty much the same with all surgeries. Not totally the same, but you know, not drinking and eating. You know, I go over these rules again and again and again because I'm a preacher of the rules. Don't drink while you eat. If you drink while you eat, you will eat a lot more than if you don't drink while you eat. And don't drink for a half hour afterwards, because that'll allow that food to sit in your pouch, stoma, I don't know, bag, what do you guys call it? It'll let the food sit there long enough to tell your brain that you're full. Get your water in every day. And when you're eating, protein first. Eat your protein first, and then eat the carbs and all the other stuff. If you and you get filled up with protein a lot quicker with protein, that you won't have as much room for all the carbs. So for all the people out there that are saying, I don't know what I'm doing wrong, I'm not losing weight, I'm starting to gain weight, focus on the rules. Go over the rules again. What are you doing wrong? Are you drinking when you're eating? Probably. A lot of people drink while they eat. That's about it for me for today. Sorry again, I'm late. Thumbs up, don't thumbs down, subscribe. Leave some comments. I'm starving for comments. I get 200 views and there's no comments. I think people just hit my video and then just move on. They don't make it to this part of the video. Stay tuned, Nick, tomorrow for, well, she's already posted, but Rosemary's next. And I will see you next week, and I'll be on time next week, I promise. Just take care. Have a good night. Bye. Day or morning. Thanks.